Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here, of course, then welcome. I'm so glad you've stopped by. Today, we are filming a full face of followers pick my makeup. I let you guys, yes, you guys, choose every product that I'm gonna use today. I have everything laid out and I have my handy dandy Instagram pulled up so that we can see what products you guys chose for me to use today. I got a pretty good mix of products. I picked some old, some new, some trending, some not, some favorites. Actually, I only picked a couple of things I don't like. Maybe I should have picked one really good thing I liked and one really bad thing, but I didn't. We'll save that for next time. But this time, I did pick a bunch of interesting stuff. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna work out because I haven't paired a lot of these products together. So I don't know kind of if the formulas are gonna work well together or not. Some of this stuff I haven't used in a really long time. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm kind of afraid for my life, honestly. So let's get into this and see what you guys did to me. Now, starting out, just to be on the safe side, we're gonna start with eyes because I haven't used either one of these palettes before, so I don't know how they're gonna perform or how much fallout there's gonna be, so we're gonna play it safe. That means we need to start out with eyeshadow primer, and for eyeshadow primer, we had the choice between the P. Louise base and the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and it looks like you guys chose the P. Louise base, my favy. Okay, thank you guys. Also, if you have no clue what I'm talking about picking the makeup, I ask a lot of questions over on Instagram that pertain to my YouTube videos. So if you do have an Instagram and you're not following me yet, make sure that you stay tuned over there and go ahead and follow me because there will be more videos like this. Stay tuned and make sure you're following at ChristopherJMUA. That is where all of these questions are coming from, just so you're aware. Eyes are primed, and let's see what palette you guys picked. I'm kind of hoping for the Midnight Maven palette because I know this color story and I kind of would be okay with some subtle glam purple look, and that's kind of what Midnight Maven has. We'll work with Boxycharm if that's what we got. So let's see. Yay! 60% voted for Midnight Maven, 40% for Boxycharm. Sorry, Boxycharm. Maybe next time. Okay, so this is the Midnight Maven palette from Artist Couture. I was actually gonna film a review on this whenever it first came out, but it first came out, I got it, I didn't review it, more time passed, I didn't review it, and then it was kind of outdated. So here is what the palette looks like. Isn't that beautiful? Ugh. I'm gonna go for a little more of a neutral look today with maybe a little bit of purple added in. Nothing super crazy major, mainly because I have two nude eyeliners to choose from, so I kind of wanted to plan everything to at least look semi-cohesive just in case you guys played me. I wanted to be prepared. I'm gonna start by using my Morphe R37 brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Quickie as my transition shade. Just gonna kind of fill that all over just to give me a good even base. Like I said, today is probably gonna be just some kind of glammy, easy look. I actually have an interview with a brand in about 2.5 hours, so I'm getting ready for that. That's why I am completely okay with more of a safe, neutral-ish kind of look. That's why I'm also okay with filming this video to get ready for that, because I really wanted to make sure that with these products that it couldn't go too crazy just in case. I'll be more risky on the next one, I promise. My problem is whenever I don't like a product, since I buy all of the products that I get most of the time, I return them if I don't like them. So I don't just keep on hand products that I hate. So I can't really do products I hate as a choice. So 9 times out of 10, no matter which product you guys pick, it's gonna be a product that I like. The only thing that can potentially fail is the combination of products that gets used, because I haven't necessarily used all of the combinations or enjoyed all of the combinations. So that's the potential threats here. And I'm just blowing this shade out really big because this is kind of my all over set the base shade. I'm not really being careful with it at all. No reason to be. Next, using the Morphe X Jeffree Star JS6 brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Frisky. I'm gonna use this as my crease deepening shade, just to add a little bit of definition. I truly feel like this is gonna be one of the most basic of eye looks. Okay, I think that is a really beautiful color in the crease. It built up nicely. It added a lot of dimension. It took away a little bit of my hood from my hooded lid. Now I'm gonna take it away even more with the Morphe M456 brush and the shade Rebel, but I'm gonna take the shade Rebel, which is the deepest brown shade, and I'm also gonna mix it with a little bit of the shade Nightcap, so it should turn it into like a really deep mauve-y purple or a deep mauve-y brown, whichever side you wanna go with, rather than just being a deep brown. I'm hoping, anyway, that that's what happens. Whoa, that purple is very strong. I literally tapped once into the brown, once into the purple, and that's what we got. That is very purple. Let's add a little bit more brown. I think maybe because it's a warm brown, it's already kind of a tiny bit purple inside of the brown, so the purple really stands out. That's okay though, that is what I wanted. I feel like this is gonna end up being a signature ChristopherJMUA purple look. What else is new? I did say that I wanted to go for something like that, so here we are. Ooh, but can you see how that purple tone just blended into that beautiful mauve-y color? Imagine that, purple turning into mauve. How far-fetched. You know, I'm not sure if it's the purple or the brown, but one of these shades is getting really patchy. But luckily, it's, oh wait, no, that's where my eye base ended. Never mind, that's just the line where my eye base no longer is. Okay, I'm not worried about that. I was wondering why it was like so much less intense. It's crazy that just an eye base can make that much of a difference. Thank you, P. Louise. Now I'm just gonna go back and forth with all the brushes that I've used and back into the same tones that I've used, just to kind of finesse this blend and make it look a little more good. And I'm gonna do that off camera because this is not necessarily an eyeshadow palette review. This is a followers pick my makeup, and you didn't pick an eyeshadow palette review. So I'll be right back. Now, using my ring finger, I'm gonna go into the shade Lights Out, and I'm just gonna put, oh no, wait. Oh man, I don't know. There's Lights Out and After Hours, and they're both really pretty. Oh, I see. One is more blue based and one is more red based. Oh man, this is a tough choice and I don't like it. Or I could use Rendezvous. No, I'm not in the mood for blue. Okay, I'm just gonna use the shade After Hours. That's it. I'm just gonna go in because I just sat here forever trying to figure out what I was gonna use and still didn't decide. So this is just me jumping on it and doing the thing. Ooh, I'm glad I did. That is pretty. Wow. It's really cool because it has little pieces of glitter in it as well, but it's not super obvious glitter. Wait, well, it kind of is, but it's also not. You know what I mean? No? Okay. That's okay. It's pretty. You know, if this was my palette, I would have taken out this warmer brown shade, Frisky, and just left the lightest and the deepest, because those I could mix to try and make something close to this at least, but I would have taken that out and put in like a silvery, purpley toned white, because that would have made a beautiful inner corner highlight. But alas, I did not make this palette, so I do not have that option. That shade had a ton of fallout. So much. I'm like reflective purple under-eyed. I wish my under-eye bags were reflective like that. That'd be cute. Now, this wasn't an option. I'm cheating. I know I'm cheating, but I'm gonna use the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Chrysalis. It's a white, reflective, shimmery shade with a purpley pink shift. I don't know if you can see the purpley pink shift. I don't think you can. It just looks white. But I feel like that's gonna be perfect for this look as like an inner corner moment. Ooh, no, I'm actually gonna use Voila, which is more of a, yes! This is like this shade, but with blue and yellow and, oh man, I don't even know what else. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry, Chrysalis. Okay, we're gonna use the teeny tiny M326 brush, and I'm just gonna take some of this shadow and plop it right here on the inner corner. Ooh, she's so pretty. She's not very bright though. I wonder if this would look good if it was like a big blob of color. Let's try instead the Morphe M321 brush. It should put on a big blob if it will pick up any of the shadow. It might not because it's too fluffy. Let's see. It just looks like a bunch of glitter. Well, it's cute. I'm gonna leave it. It's just not preferred. You know what I mean? I would rather it be super condensed and compacted so that it's a solid sheen rather than like a topper. But a lot of Super Shock shadows are like that. They're more toppery than they are solid layery, if that makes sense. It's still cute though. I can deal with it. It can be my friend. Yeah, that's pretty. It's not everything I wanted in life, but it's a good now moment. It is now time to clean up all this mess around the eye, and then we're gonna move on. Oh, this is the most gratifying part. Ooh! She cute. She real cute. I really want a brow bone highlight. Oh wait, we still have a highlighter to use. Okay, maybe I can use that as my brow bone highlight. Hopefully it's a good color that would match. We'll find out. Woohoo! Nailed it. The shadow portion of the eyes are now done. So it is time to move on to the face. We're gonna start with primer. The choices were the Benefit Professional Hydrate Primer or the Smashbox Photo Finish Minimize Pores Primer. Let's see what you guys picked. Oh, we have Benefit with 59% and Smashbox with 41%. This one is by far one of my favorites personally. I actually did find the original Benefit Professional a little bit drying, so I'm very thankful that this one is hydrating. And with this primer, I prefer to use it as like a push and roll sort of product. I'm a very porous guy. You know, I mean, if you had tryptophobia, if you got close to my face, you'd probably freak out. So pore filling primers are my best friend. I actually love using Professional just by itself because it's kind of skin toned. So once I get it applied and shoved into my pores, it looks like I don't have anything on and like I just have no pores. It's fantastic. It's just nice with this formula because whenever I used the original Professional, I had to target my more porous areas and fill them. Then I had to go in with a hydrating primer everywhere else. Now I can just use one. Primer is done. Now let's move on to foundation. The foundations we have to choose from are the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, which is one of my favorites, and the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. This one for me got super creasy super fast. I don't know what the deal was, but both times I used it, my forehead creases looked really bad, like super apparent. So hopefully we don't run into that if this is the one we're using today. Let's see. Foundation is 59% Pure, 41% MAC. So we're using the Pure foundation. Maybe it won't be like last time. I'm going to keep my hopes up. I'm not gonna get too discouraged too quickly. I'm gonna just put a smile on. I'm gonna use my Luxie 732 Airbrush Foundation Brush, or wait, yeah, airbrush foundation brush. I'm gonna apply with the brush first, then I'm gonna go in with my sponge just to even everything out. I don't remember this being so yellow looking. One thing that I do love about this foundation is the fact that it is a concealer and a foundation and a contour and a bronzer. Whatever you want it to be, it can be that because the coverage is really amazing. The coverage is great. Even the finish is great. Just that wear was not good for me. Look at what pimple. What pimple? I don't see her no more. Another thing I love about this foundation is there are a couple of areas that I want to build up the coverage a little bit more, like on my nose, right above my brows, and this foundation has a wand. And that's really nice because you can target specific areas without having to get your brush in that area first. It's just nice to have a little more control. And I'm gonna blend this out with the sponge. Now let's see what you guys voted for concealer. We have the choice of the Tarte Shape Tape for the fullest of the full coverage and is actually kind of more tan toned. Then the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer, which is very much so probably too light for me. I may have played myself without intending it. Let's see what you guys voted for. I'm scared. I'm worried. I'm scared. Come on, Shape Tape. I feel like you're less dark. Have Tarte 58%, Urban Decay 42%. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I was so worried. Oh yes, okay. See, this is a good shade. I'm okay with this. Maybe a little warm. Not really gonna be brightening today, but hey, it's better than what this would have been. Oh my gosh. That is so light. It would have been a brightened under eye, that's for sure. I'm running out of time. I gotta stop talking and hurry up. Story of my life. Let's set these under eyes. But with which powder? The Laura Mercier powder or the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder? You guys chose The Laura Mercier powder was 76%. 24% for the Wet n Wild. You guys do not like the Wet n Wild powder. Note taken. Got it. So we're just gonna go in here and make sure the concealer is not creasing at all, because we do not set creases ever. Okay, no creasing. Hold the eye in the same position while we blend out any forehead creasing that may have started happening. Okay, then we use our pointy powder brush and we set our under eye. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful moment in the makeup routine when the under eye gets set. Oh, it's just so gratifying for me. That's when I know I no longer have to worry. Same thing with my 11. I always set my 11 between my eyebrows because I don't want it getting any more creasy than it already is. Same thing with my forehead. Oh no, I didn't have you guys pick a pressed powder. Oops, sorry. Well, I've got to go in with one. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter waterproof setting powder. It is definitely time for bronzer because this face is lacking dimension completely. So we have the choice of the NARS Paradise Found Bronzing Powder, or we have the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker in the shade Shady Biz. I'm curious to see which one you guys picked because this one is brand new. This one's been out for a while. Oh, Fenty with 69%, NARS with 31%. Nice. Well, I love both of those bronzers, so I really don't mind between the two. Either one, whichever you guys prefer. I think this time I'm gonna use my Morphe M143 big fan brush for my bronzer because I want more of a diffused look this time, almost like a sun-kissed look. This is such a beautiful bronzer. I love, love, love this bronzer so much. I'm now bronzed to the gods. Time to blush. I need some color back on my skin. It's kind of colorless. So we had the choice of the Physicians Formula Argan Wear Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil Blush in the shade Natural, or the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Diffused Heat. So this one's more of a red tone, and this one is more of like a soft beigey pinky peach kind of tone. So let's see which one you guys picked. Betcha 20 bucks it's Hourglass. Hourglass 70%, Physicians Formula 30%. And I didn't even know. Okay, so let's get some diffused heat on these cheeks. I'm gonna use more of a targeted brush this time because this blush is very potent and I wanna have a little bit more control over the application of it. So I'm gonna use the Morphe M105 brush. I'm just gonna tap into this, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna start more of along the high point of my cheekbone and just use tiny little circular motions and start applying and bring down toward the apples of my cheek. This is honestly a really beautiful shade. It's almost like I got just a little bit burned in Miami, but the burn is almost gone. Okay, now before I move on, I want to go ahead and spray my face with some setting spray because I'm very powdery, and I like to go in with setting spray before I go in with highlighter. So let me go ahead and do that. Let's see which one you guys picked. We have the choice of the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray or the Morphe X Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Starberry Scent Mist. I kind of hope it's the Morphe because I really don't want glitter pieces all over my face today. The setting spray for today is Cover FX 30%, Morphe X Jeffree 70%. Yay! Thank you guys so much. Okay. I would literally spray that over and over just simply for the smell of it. Time for one of my favorite parts, highlighter. And this is in between the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade King Tut and the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Powder in the shade Mercury. No tea, no shade. And which one did we get? You guys chose Jeffree Star at 68%. Manny or Lunar Beauty was at 32%. Well, good, because I personally really like the shade King Tut. I do think I love Mercury a little bit more. I don't know, Mercury's more of like a yellow and King Tut's more of a gold. I guess they're both beautiful in their own way. We'll say that. Just like Manny and Jeffree. Oh no, we never picked a brow product. What is wrong with me? Man, dang it. Well here, I'm gonna see if you guys can answer right now. See if you can help me with this. The choice is gonna be between natural or sculpted. Natural is gonna be the Patrick Ta Major Brow Shaping Wax for brows in clear. The sculpted is gonna be the Dalton Archmaster. Let's see which one you guys pick. While we're waiting on brows, let's go ahead and finish off the eyes. I'm gonna use the Artist Couture palette again, obviously. And I'm gonna start with using the M456 that I used in the crease for the deeper tones. And I'm gonna go a little bit into Rebel and a little bit into Nightcap. So again, the dark brown and the purple. And I'm just gonna take that on the lower lash line. Very, very thin line. And I mean, like, I'm barely touching my skin with it. And last, I'm gonna use the Morphe M506 brush and go into the shade Quickie. And with Quickie, I'm just gonna blend out Rebel and Nightcap that I put on the lower lash line, just so it's a little more diffused around the outer edges. I'm not using Frisky, the one that's just slightly deeper than Quickie, because it's a little more warm toned than what I want. I honestly don't think I would have even used it in the crease if I would have swatched it first and realized what kind of shade it was, because it's very warm. I'm essentially just using this brush and this shade as my diffuser shade. Then the same brush that I used to add the ColourPop Super Shock shadow, the Morphe M321, I'm gonna use that same brush to do the exact same thing. Only difference is this time I'm gonna spray the brush very quickly, because I really want to try and avoid as much fallout as I can, but I really want to build this up right on the inner corner now that the look is almost complete. Okay, I think it built up as much as it can build up, and I actually really like it. Like a lot. It's so bright and vivid and colorful and icy. You know what? No. Should I put that on my brow bone? I kind of feel like I should put that on my brow bone. Maybe just the remnants of what's on the brush. Just a little bit. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It is the perfect topper on top of that like champagne tone, because it makes it look like it's tied in with the rest of the look. Oh, that was genius. Okay, I'm doing that again. It's so cool because this doesn't have that solid sheen like you would kind of want, but it does have the purpley blue color with the glitter pieces to it. So if you have a champagne sheen and then you add on the bluey purpley tone with the glitter pieces on it, it's like the perfect combo to make a purple blue toned brow bone highlight. Perfect for this look. Literally perfect. I still love it. Oh, it's so pretty. So let's just go ahead and see which one it is. We have 61% ColourPop, 39% NARS. That's funny. I don't know if I would have guessed that. So this is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Honey Nude. For me, it is a perfect nude color. Cream eyeliner is applied. Now let's apply liquid liner. Let's see which one you guys picked. We have the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid eyeliner, which I love this one, and the Huda Beauty eyeliner, which this one is great if you're only using this and like no shadow, but it's really thick. So kind of a double-edged sword. I'm hoping for the Anastasia, but it's up to you guys, so let's see. Liquid liner, we have Anastasia 71%, Huda was 29. Thank you guys, oh you rock. I don't know what I'd do without you. Yes, I do. I would have just picked ABH by myself. That's what I would have done. But I'm thankful for you. Hey! Okay. I made a wing. All right, wings are dry, and we now get to move on to lashes and mascara. So we're just gonna go ahead and see what you guys voted for lashes and mascara. The choice for the lashes were the ColourPop falsies in the style Queenie or the Makeup Geek falsies in the style Nicole. These are the 3D foam ink lashes. I really like the Makeup Geek. I've been kind of stuck on them since I got them, but I also love the ColourPop lashes. They're just not 3D foam ink, that's all. Then the two mascara choices were the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara or the MAC in Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash. Okay, got it. And for lashes, you guys picked Makeup Geek at 57%, ColourPop at 43%. Obviously, I don't know why I've been saying the lesser amount. It's the other number. And then mascara, you guys picked Too Faced Better Than Sex with 72%. So Makeup Geek and Too Faced. eyes are completely done. Now we get to move on to lips. And rather than just choosing individual lip products like pick my lip liner, pick my lipstick, pick my lip gloss, I just picked 2 bundles and I did a Pat McGrath / Charlotte Tilbury bundle and a Jeffree Star bundle. So let's see what you guys picked. Lips we have 75% Jeffree Star, 25% Pat and Charlotte. So you guys don't want to go for luxury today, so we're not gonna go for luxury today. This is the Jeffree Star Velour Lip Liner in the shade Mannequin, the lipstick in the shade Scorpio, and the lip gloss in the shade Legends Only, my favy. That lip liner is so pretty, as is this lipstick shade. I hope it matches this eye though. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Very cool tone look. Actually, the gloss is gonna tone down this purple quite a bit. This gloss is gorgeous. It adds just enough of that light tone to make it look like I did an ombre lip, but I didn't. That's the beauty of it. Okay, that's it for lips. Now let's see what you guys picked for brows. For brows we have, it's 50-50. Wait, let me refresh and see if that has changed. No, it is literally 50-50. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, since nobody cares which one, I am gonna pick, let's go with Patrick Ta. No, this look is definitely not a Patrick Ta look. Okay, fine, we're gonna go with the Dalton Arch Master. We are gonna add in some little faux hairs here. Now I'm not gonna use the powder in this pencil today because I have about 6 minutes left before I have to be on this interview. So I'm just gonna finish off with the pencil and I'm gonna run the volumizer through just to make sure everything is set in place and perfect. I just love the fact that this pencil is literally everything you need. You have your pencil for the actual detail, you have the powder for filling, then you have your volumizer for volume, and a little bit of pigment. Also, it kind of helps with the fill just a little bit. I wouldn't rely only on it, but it's got a little bit of color. And there you have it. And with that, that's it. This is the entire full face of makeup you guys picked for me on Instagram. Round of applause for all the products that you guys chose. Thank you so much, because I literally wouldn't have been able to do this without you, because this was very specific. So you guys picked all this. You made my face. I can't wait to do this again in other versions, maybe like one on Twitter, one on my YouTube community page, maybe even using the products that you guys didn't pick and creating a full face of makeup you didn't pick, essentially. That would be fun. Just like this one, hopefully, because I had a lot of fun filming this video. It was really cool that we kind of got to engage together and you guys got to pick everything. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, because it does let me know that you like this type of content. It also lets me know that you had fun with this one, like I did. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing out of this video, if you gain nothing out of any of my videos, please at least gain this, and that is to always remember and to never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye.